Let's talk about boundaries because boundaries are often misunderstood. So, boundaries are not walls, they're not punishments, they're not ultimatums. Boundaries are clarity. They are the natural result of self respect. And if you've ever felt drained in love, confused in connection, or like you keep giving more than you receive, then this conversation is for you. So, let's look at why boundaries matter so much in love. Many people believe that love means openness without limits, that if you truly love someone, you should be endlessly available, endlessly understanding, and endlessly patient. But that's not love, that's self abandonment. So, healthy love doesn't require you to bleed emotionally to prove your devotion. It doesn't ask you to tolerate inconsistency, disrespect, or emotional chaos. Boundaries protect your energy, and your energy is your life force. So when your energy is protected, love can flow cleanly instead of becoming distorted. So let's look at what boundaries actually are. A boundary is not about controlling someone else's behavior, it's about deciding what you will allow access to. So boundaries sound like this doesn't feel aligned to me. I need consistency to stay open. I'm not available for conversations that feel dismissive or confusing. And I care about you, but I won't abandon myself. Notice none of these are attacks, they're self honoring statements. So boundaries don't push the right people away, they reveal who's capable of meeting you. So let's look at why setting boundaries can feel hard. For many of us, boundaries feel uncomfortable because we were taught that love requires sacrifice. We learn to keep the peace, to over explain, to tolerate less than we deserve, and to confuse emotional intensity with emotional safety. So when you finally set a boundary, guilt may rise, fear may rise, but you might worry about being misunderstood or abandoned. But here's the truth: the fear that you feel when setting a boundary is the fear of losing connection, not the sign that the boundary is wrong. Boundaries act like a filter. They filter out inconsistency, emotional immaturity, people who benefit from your lack of limits, and they allow in stability, reciprocity, emotional safety. When you protect your energy, you stop leaking yourself into spaces that can't hold you. Love becomes calmer, clearer, more grounded. So, what are some signs that you need stronger boundaries in love? Well, you may need to strengthen your boundaries if you feel emotionally exhausted after interactions. You're constantly waiting, hoping, or interpreting mixed signals. You minimize your needs to keep someone close, or you feel anxious instead of safe in connection. These aren't failures, they're signals. And your nervous system is just asking for protection, not more patience. So let's look at how to set boundaries without becoming closed off. You don't need to harden your heart to protect your energy. Start with honesty. Be clear instead of accommodating. Be present instead of overgiving. Be grounded instead of reactive. Boundaries work best when they're calm, not emotional. You don't need to justify them. You don't need permission. And you don't need someone else to understand them for you to be valid. So, love that requires you to abandon yourself isn't love, it's attachment. And when you set boundaries, you don't lose love, you upgrade it. Because the right connection doesn't feel threatened by your self respect, it feels safer because of it. Protect your energy. Love grows best where there is space, clarity, and truth. So if this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for the videos like this and more. Because on this channel, we don't smother love, we help it grow. And I will see you guys in the next video.